good. It's good. I can't believe I have to come out and admit I like the Snyder Cut. I liked the Zack Snyder movie. This is weird. Is this what it feels like to admit that? To be fair, this is not a personal thing against Zack Snyder. I just so happens that I don't like most of his films. Maybe it's just a coincidence. I don't know. But I gotta say, I loved this one. So let's get some negatives out of the way. Maybe some minor spoilers too. I mean, it's essentially the same story from the original cut of the film, but just in case, minor spoilers, beware. First negative, 4 hours. 4 hours, it's way too long. I mean, that's way too long. Did it need to be 4 hours? I mean, I'd say aside from cutting this into 2 movies, most of what's here needs to be here. So to be honest, I almost have to throw out the negative of it being 4 hours. It's a director's cut. Director's cuts are long. That's just kind of how it is. You ever seen the director's cut of Blade Runner? It's like 5 hours long. I mean, this is not a new thing. Okay, another small thing. Some of the CGI, particularly in the mascara scenes, it looked a little suspect. I don't know if they ran out of time or the budget was just stressed a little bit thin. It's not a deal breaker, but it was a little bit noticeable that some of the CGI there was a little choppy, a little bit. Not a huge deal, but worth noting. So sure, some of the CGI not perfect, but to think about how much it took for this version of the film to even exist, I mean, I'm not gonna hold that against it. The CGI it's not the end of the world. Last thing, from the original film, the Steppenwolf fetch quest that he's essentially on for like the whole movie, still not my favorite way that they could have told this story. I think we all probably wanted to see Darkseid in this role instead. I get that Snyder was probably thinking of several Justice League movies down the line, but Steppenwolf going around collecting the mother boxes, it's a little better this time, it's slightly more enjoyable in terms of how they break it up, but that part of the story still not really doing it for me. I gotta say, all those things aside, look, none of those impacted my enjoyment of this film. I mean, I grew up a big DC fan, so all I was really hoping for from a movie like this was to see a bunch of my favorite superheroes kick a lot of ass, and that's basically what I got in this movie. The Justice League kicks a lot of ass. I don't know what else are you hoping for? The thing I liked most about the movie, this is personal to me, my 2 favorite superheroes of all time, Superman and the Flash, they both had a lot to do. Now, aside from the fact that Superman is not in this movie till about 2.5 hours in, they did such a great job of demonstrating how ridiculously strong Superman is. This is something that doesn't always come across in films with Superman in them, where they kind of don't make his powers as godlike as they should be. In this film, I mean, he's a man amongst boys. He is so much stronger than everybody else. It's so good to see. Flash also gets a decent amount of stuff to do in this film. Zack Snyder expanded a lot upon Flash's relationship to the Speed Force and some things that he maybe shouldn't be messing around in terms of the Speed Force, but it was really cool to see because clearly Snyder was trying to set up something bigger, possibly for Flash's spin-off down the line, which who knows when that's happening. When it eventually does, there is enough here where you sort of understand where that Flashpoint film is headed and how they got there. They also expanded on Cyborg, like a lot. Cyborg has way more to do in this film, and he is way more important to the plot than he was in the original cut of the movie. And, to Snyder's credit, the film looks really good. It's a really good looking movie. It's very visually appealing, but not just in Snyder's CGI, flashy action, slow motion way. The cinematography in this film deserves a lot of credit. There are a lot of really well thought out shots and just interesting places where they put the camera for certain scenes in the movie. And as someone who appreciates good cinematography, I thought a lot of that stuff was really cool. And on that note, I gotta give credit to the editing in this film. It was done really well. I mean, especially considering they basically had to dust off a bunch of footage from 5 years ago. I was impressed with how cohesive the story came together. So yeah, I really enjoyed the Snyder Cut. I'm saying it again, because it's true. I feel like, yeah, it's good. This is a good cut of the movie. If Snyder somehow could convince HBO to give him another $300 million to make a sequel, sure, absolutely, I would tune in to see where this story was headed, because where he ends it, It seems like he's either thinking they might do a sequel, or he's trying to get the audience around this version of the film so much that HBO decides, what the hell? Let's see what he does with more money. And if that's what ends up happening, I'm down. And I say that as someone who liked the original cut of the Justice League too, okay? I don't know what to tell you. I'm a fanboy. I see Superman, I see Flash, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, Aquaman. Yeah, that's all I really need. What did you guys think? Do you like this as much as I did? Did you hate this? Did you like the original better? Do you wish the original never existed? I don't know. Let me know what you thought. I had a really good time watching this film, and yeah, I'm interested to see what else Zack Snyder gets to do with HBO. Thanks so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. I do movie reviews every single week. That's all I got for you guys today. I'm out.